and welcome to my channel. This is Lisa with Lisa's Faith and Budget Planning channel. I'm kind of excited to be here today. I'm definitely excited to be here with you. Getting into my debt tracker. So I have some credit card debt that we need to pay off, and we had some very large purchases go on there for the month of March and for the month of February. So I have a list of everything that we've spent for the month of February, and I kind of need to go ahead and fill out this information on how much debt we added. There was no interest added, and then what kind of payment we made, and then what was the balance, and starting in March, because I'm about to make another payment to the credit card to pay down the debt, and I want to keep up with the tracking process. So at the end of every month, that's when I make my decisions on the debt, and that is what we're doing today. So let's go ahead and dive into the numbers. Okay, I'm back, and I have the information I need right now. What we're going to do is go ahead and go through the credit card debt that happened in February, what I haven't paid, what I did pay, and what charges went to the credit card. So several things happened in February. First thing is we still have charges left over from our vacation back in October of 24. I didn't plan well. I didn't have money set aside well for that, so I still owe $16.18 for our vacation spending in October of last year of 2024. Then the next thing that kind of popped up that we said we would just wing it and figure it out later was our lawnmower maintenance. So we have a riding lawnmower. We have 2 acres of land that is beautiful, beautiful land, and we needed to get maintenance on the lawnmower because we had not taken it to the shop in a couple years, and my husband actually hit a couple of stumps and the blades needed to be cut, or not cut, the blades weren't cutting well, so they needed to be replaced, and just routine riding lawnmower maintenance. So we sent it and had it done, and we have a maintenance package, and it was $417.17 for our lawnmower maintenance, and that was left on the credit card that we need to pay back. In addition to the lawnmower, we also had to get a second refilling of our propane tank for our fireplace. We had more colder days, and we had ice and snow that's not normally here, and it was just a colder winter than what this area is used to having. So because of that, our propane tank got very low, and we wanted propane for our fireplace. It's a good thing to have, so if you need extra heat for your home to keep your electric down or things like that, it's good to have the propane. And if the power goes out, you have heat for your home and your family. Even if it doesn't go throughout the whole house, it at least heats up one of the main rooms of the house, and everybody is a lot more comfortable and less freezing. So next thing we have is what happened with our heating and AC unit. So we thought all we needed to do was replace the blade. Somehow, some way, with the way the water or the rain and ice, not rain, the snow and ice melted off the roof of the house and then kind of dripped over onto the heating and AC unit outside. It made this gigantic icicle inside the unit, and the fan blade kept hitting it, and it broke the fan blade. So we replaced it. After replacing it, the blade would not move. The fan didn't work anymore. So it not only did it damage the fan, it probably damaged the motor, and we did discover it damaged and cut the Freon line. So Freon was gone. We didn't have any Freon for air conditioning for the summer, and then who knows what else it messed up on the inside. We have no idea, because at that point we're like, well, this is kind of a catastrophic failure. So we already paid for this HVAC blade for that unit, the fan blade. And what we decided to do with this company, is GRS, is to go ahead and buy a whole new unit. And that's like, the one we got was an equivalent to what we already had, and we had a 4-ton heating and AC unit. Now this heats the first floor, second floor, and in the future we want it to heat and cool our basement as well, because we can convert that basement into a good living space downstairs. We just haven't had the money to do it because we're replacing everything in the house. This house is almost brand new. It's gotten new siding this past year. We've replaced all the appliances. We've replaced the carpet. So it's almost a brand new house on the inside. So we're just praying the hot water heater stays really good for several years, and then the microwave. Those are the only two things we haven't replaced in our house. So I'm really happy about that. So we put down a deposit for the new HVAC system that is an equivalent to what we already have. And that deposit was $7,203. Now, $203 was like a processing fee for the credit card that we used, because we just didn't have the cash and I wasn't ready to pull it out from the emergency fund that we have. But I did pull money out this month. Now that you know everything that we purchased, there were 2 payments in the month of February, $365.88. That was me paying towards the credit card, and then at the end of the month, if there was any money left over, we were going to pay it towards the credit card again. So this $203.20 was just what was left. It was a shorter month, and we get the same income regardless of how long or short the month is. So that was what was left over. I went ahead and made another payment to the credit card. So I'm going to go through and total all these different things up, and we're going to see the actual balance that we have on the credit card when we closed out in February. Okay, so we ended the month of February with $9,588.21. So that was what we had left and owed onto the credit card after all the charges and the payment. So I'm only talking about February, which was last month. We're at the end of March right now, and I'm getting ready to show you what we did in March. And then when I do my closeout video for the end of the month, you'll see how much is going to go to the credit card and what the new balance is for that. And I'll include that in the closeout video at the end of the month. So if you're curious about that, when that video comes out in a few days, you should check that out. So, but this is what we had sitting on the credit card when we came into March, on the first day of March, when my spending started happening again on the credit card. So we know for sure this is the new balance that I need to put here for February. So that's $9,588.21. Okay, so let's go ahead and total up everything I have here that I had to charge to the credit card. So $417.17 plus $250, $27 plus $668.85, and then $7,203. There we go. So we added $8,000. $8,539.29. Oh no, my pen doesn't want to write. Okay, I now have it written down. My pen wasn't cooperating. I'm sorry about that. So I'm going to take the debt plus this $16.18, and that gives us $10,157.29, and I subtract the $569.08, and that still gives me that number right there. So that is right and good. So that's where we're at right now. Now we're moving on to March. So this is my March beginning balance. $9,588.21. Okay. I'm going to go and get the number for how much we spent. Okay, so March, the totally new month. This is what balanced forward into March. And so this is what was on the credit card. I'm going to have that number, $9,588.21. Oops. My hands are hurting today, so I'm not writing very well. I do apologize, but I do need to get this video up. So that's the balance forward, Visa. And then I'm going to move this out of the way for a second. And then we did do a charge that completed the purchase of the HVAC system. When they charged us for what we needed, they actually included this number. It was $12,000 for the whole thing. So it was like, let's see, $7,000, because that is just a processing fee, plus the $68.85. That's what we had, minus the $12,000 it actually cost. And so this is what we paid for the rest of them completing the job, basically. The first part of this was ordering the unit and everything needed for the unit. And then this was for them to, I guess, the labor part of doing it. And it was 2 men over 2 days. So that's why it cost so much. And it was all included. It was part of the estimate that they gave us. But we actually spent more than that because there, obviously when I did the credit card, it was a processing fee. So that what you saw there, $4,300 and some dollars, this is now a charge of $4,476.15. So this includes the processing fee, and this completed the job. So I'm going to write GRS because that's the initials of the company. We're going to take that total there. Sitting on the credit card as debt is $14,064.36. Anything above this number on my credit card log is actually the spending from my spending categories. But this is what the debt is. This is what I'm leaving on the credit card for us to pay at a later date. That's a large number, really large number. So I can actually put this number here, this $4,000 on here, because I'm not adding any more debt to the credit card this month. It was just enough to get the heating AC unit put on there and ordered and put together. No, it's 15, not 16. There we go. The payment at the end of this month, I'm guessing at, and I don't want to write it in until we actually close out the month of March. But I'm hoping to put about $6,400. So if I put $6,400 on here on my credit card to pay it down, I'll still have a balance of $7,664. So that is where we're at right now. I will reveal the exact number payment when we close out the month of March in that video, so check that video out. If I can remember, I'll try to put a link to it in the description box after I make the video. It's still March, so it's a few more days before I will close my budget out. And then I'll have a new balance. So that is what we have here. That is my debt tracking for right now. I always stay on top of my credit card. I'm always looking at it, every single transaction that comes in, that goes, and then what I pay every week in my weekly check-ins, so on and so forth. So it's really important to me to make sure that I stay on top of this. And yeah, this is kind of where I'm at right now. $14,000. And I guess that's all I have for my debt tracker until I make a payment. And again, I'll just tell you what that is and show you in my closeout video for March. And that's all I really have. So I hope you enjoyed this video. It's a different type of video, so I'm struggling on my words on how to say it. It's not flowing as easy as I hope. But I hope you did enjoy and got valuable information out of it. And if you did, please give it a thumbs up. If you want to see more of my videos, please subscribe to the channel. And I'll see you guys next time. Have an amazing and blessed day. Bye.